here we are looking purely, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at the national significance of the Delhi election. I'm not going to get into whether the polls are right or wrong. We'll run them as graphics on the side. The national significance, if the AAP loses, and don't say it won't, but if the AAP loses, then it really goes back to ground zero. It will be in power only in Delhi. If the AAP scrambles through, it would lose out because the whole image about AAP has been giant killer in Delhi. But if it gets about 36 seats also, it's a huge loss for the AAP. So with all these polls pointing in one direction, what is the national significance of this poll, the results of the 8th? Sandeep, I want to start with you. Sandeep Ghosh, I want to start with you. National significance very briefly, please, of Delhi.
Arnab, what you mentioned, first of all, is, I think, very important. This would, either way, it would mean the end of INDI alliance.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is the biggest significance of this, because whatever way you want to look at it, Congress is not crossing single digits. We may go on fighting about whether AAP is going to win or BJP, but that is for certain. I think Congress is not crossing single digits. And that's going to totally, I think, decimate whatever left of the India alliance. Now the question is, if AAP manages to scrape through, whether Kejriwal will still have a relevance in national politics. That's a debatable point, though he might try to, but if he gets mauled, it may not be a landslide victory for BJP, but if there is a major slide of Kejriwal, I think his legitimacy in the India alliance, when he tries to claim that he is like the future prime minister, that will certainly end. And therefore, the national scenario, I feel there will be. I don't believe politics has a vacuum. But
okay, let's open the either which way bad. Raman Malik, very briefly. Either which way bad for Kejriwal. Raman Malik, national significance.
See, this very clearly would identify and settle the debate which probably Sanjay Singh started, that in the India alliance, Congress should be thrown out. You should remember that statement. So that is one. The second is Sheesh Mahal.
So you're saying that Kejriwal will throw Congress out if Congress does badly, regardless of whether he does well or not.
Congress de facto is doing better than what they did last time. So
because they can't do worse.
It cannot do worse than this. So,
but Kejriwal will then, if he loses, blame Congress for his loss.
Yes, he has a shoulder to cry on.
Either which way, AAP is over.
AAP is over. So
INDI is over. Sorry, INDI is over. Either which way, INDI is gone.
No, INDI is again a very interesting story, because this season 2 of the saga will come.
What's season 2?
Season 2 of the saga would be who comes out and who goes out. Because you should remember, throwing out Congress is a very bold statement given by Sanjay Singh. Would that be a big mouth? Would that be a loud-mouthed statement? How would it pan out? That has to be looked into in the national perspective.
Okay.
The second is the Sheesh Mahal has been established that Sheesh Mahal is a poison for the idea of AAP.
As far as Sheesh Mahal is concerned, and I'm digressing a little bit. I'd like to go to Gaurav and Anmol right now. As far as Sheesh Mahal is concerned, I believe that no investment should go waste. As an entrepreneur, I believe that any investment must have a return on investment.
It should be termed as a CM house.
I think it could be turned into a 5-star hotel. It could be turned into a boutique property where people could hold marriages. It's large. The other option, Sheesh Mahal pictures.
Raj Mahal also.
The other option is that the other option is it's such a grand place. So if someone very rich like Elon Musk comes here, Gaurav, if Elon Musk comes to India, right, Sam Altman comes to India because they live in grand houses in Silicon Valley. We can tell. In fact, if Donald Trump comes to India, if Donald Trump comes to India, I want to say 1 minute. I'm making a point. If Donald Trump comes to India, we can tell Donald Trump that you don't need to miss Mar-a-Lago, because Kejriwal has built Sheesh Mahal. It is grander than Florida's.
ताजमहल का भी बताओ ना।
Look at that.
ताजमहल का बताओ, 2700 करोड़ जी।
Look at Mar-a-Lago in India.
8400 करोड़ का।
Only the golf carts are missing.
करोड़ के शैंडिलियर।
Only the golf carts are missing.
5500 करोड़।
One minute.
सीएम देश का नहीं है। सीएम देश का नहीं है।
On the debate. Raman Malik. One versus one.
See, आपके पास दो सीएम है, एक जो जेल में था,
राजमहल, शीश महल,
जेल में था, सीएम वो आया जो टेम्परेरी है, वो जो टेम्परेरी है, टेम्परेरी का तो कुछ भी नहीं होता, टेम्परेरी का तो कुछ भी नहीं होता। वैसे भी वो राष्ट्र का है, वो आपका नहीं है। आप ये बता दो। अच्छा, आपने एक काम करिए, एक मिनट। अगर राष्ट्र का ही था, अगर दिल्ली का था, एक मिनट।
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी का नहीं है।
सर, अगर आप लॉजिकल बात करना चाहेंगे,
आप बता रहे हैं सर लॉजिक।
मैं बताता हूँ ना। क्या दिल्ली के उस समय के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल एक प्रस्ताव पारित करके विधानसभा में ये नहीं कह सकते थे कि ये चीफ मिनिस्टर हाउस डिक्लेयर हो रहा है? आज तक नहीं डिक्लेयर।
चलो एक काम करो फिर, आप एक
क्यों नहीं करा?
सुनो, मैं बता रहा हूँ। नहीं, इनका जवाब बहुत जरूरी
और
सवाल
अपने
है।
बेटे को,
देखिए,
अपने बेटे को ट्रेनिंग क्या कराया नहीं देते? अपने बेटे को ट्रेनिंग कराया नहीं देते?
He's not on air, I am.
अपने बेटे
He's
को
not on air, I am. He's not on air, I am. I need to be on air. Not 6 window, not 7 window, Aditi. Be clear. Raman, just me and Anmol for a minute. Anmol, he is not on air. You look at me, only I am on air. Just think right now. Has this Sheesh Mahal, if Kejriwal loses, would Sheesh Mahal have cost him the election?
अर्नब जी,
These visuals.
Arvind Kejriwal challenged Sanjay Singh
What are
and
your
Saurabh
thoughts
Bhardwaj.
when you see these pictures?
Sanjay,
What comes
just a
out in
minute.
your mind?
Sanjay Singh and Saurabh Bhardwaj challenged the Bharatiya Janata Party. He asked the national media to go and open the gates of that Sheesh Mahal, और जो झूठ भाजपा फैला रही थी कि वहाँ सोने का कमोड है,
ये क्या?
वहाँ पे जो है
what
जकूजी है,
is this?
वहाँ पे स्विमिंग पूल है, दिखाते ना, डरे क्यों, भागे क्यों?
What is this?
कायर की तरह भागे क्यों वहाँ से?
मैं तो दिखा
नहीं, आप बता, गेट क्यों नहीं खुलवाए? देश की जनता को क्यों नहीं दिखाया? आप तो फर्जी वीडियो चला दोगे। ये जो भाजपा चला रही है, आप तो वो चला रहे हो। आप दिखा देते ना, आपके पास जो वीडियो है वो भाजपा का है।
सर,
गेट खुल
आप तो केजरीवाल के समीप हो। You are very close to Kejriwal. You would have sat down on the 10 lakh
One
rupees
minute.
combo.
I am on air, not Raman. I am asking you. Are you denying? Anmol, see, there's no need to shout. Anmol, don't shout. Anmol, I don't shout. I'm asking you. When people see these pictures today, see, politics, people are also sentimental and emotional the more faith they put in you. Everybody put faith in Arvind Kejriwal, saying that he is supported by Anna Hazare. 1 minute. He's out to fight corruption. Okay, Arnab Goswami has exposed the scams completely. He had nothing to do with it. But he came, he did a marketing campaign, he promised that I will be neta, I will karunga. But now people are seeing this. Now, when people see this, they start thinking, what is happening?
People see 25,000 classrooms, people see 39 flyovers, people see 450 kilometers of metro lines, people see 3 lakh CCTV cameras, people see 4 lakh street lights, and people also see makeshift school.
So
people also see
we'll get Gaurav. Can you be quiet for both of you for a minute? I'd like Gaurav Bhatia to come back. Okay.
वोट के लिए राजनीति करने नहीं आए।
Can you do the, you see, Sharat, if you don't show Gaurav Bhatia on air, then don't tell me that Gaurav Bhatia has walked out. 1 second. You have to, 1 minute, can you be calm? To my producers, I'm saying, just 1 minute. Anmol, no, I'm not giving 10 seconds. Anmol, to my producers, I'm saying, put Gaurav Bhatia on air. If he's not on air, how do I go to him? Okay, now Gaurav. Gaurav, they are saying these exit polls are not true. We put the exit poll graphics on air also. They are on the grid. They are saying exit polls are not true. They are saying last minute the voting went for us. BJP thought they are winning the election, but at the end, people from the Juggi Jhopi clusters, everywhere, they were being blocked by BJP from voting, but they came out and voted in large numbers, which is why the eventual vote share is not much less than last time, which means our voter is back in the game. We are back. Gaurav.
So, अर्नब, एक बात आपसे कहूं, मुझे आज लगा सब मिले हुए हैं जी. I did not walk out of your show. I was trying to get in touch with Elon Musk if he could launch Arvind Kejriwal to outer space. But having said that, on a lighter note, I want to say one thing. The exit polls are not exact. I also agree. The trend that they are showing is right. but at the same time, we expect a larger victory. Bharatiya Janata Party's government would be formed. That is clear. 1. 2. In Modi we trust. In Modi ji we trust is the strong message, and I'll tell you why. You started by saying the future of INDI alliance. So let's start with AAP first. People of Delhi, as it seems from the exit polls, have rejected the anarchist politics, the politics of deception, the politics of lies, the politics of propaganda. Arvind Kejriwal did not live up to the promises he made, and the people of Delhi turned out in large numbers to reject this anarchist party. Second, people have given a strong message. This INDI alliance, or Ghamandiya as we used to call, they came together not for the welfare of the people. They came together for the lust of power, for the hatred that they had for Modi ji, and they still have. And people now can see through that INDI alliance is not an alliance where they can repose their faith. Congress was double speaking. During the Lok Sabha, they were saying Arvind Kejriwal is not corrupt. In the Vidhan Sabha, they said Arvind Kejriwal is corrupt. But the world knows that Arvind Kejriwal is the most corrupt politician of India. And when you talk about
being a lawyer, without even the trial has commenced,
can I complete myself, Arnab? I don't want such.
Now let him complete.
It's not a heckling match.
I'll allow
It's
you.
not a
Both of
heckling
you
match.
should, please.
Is it a heckling match?
No, both of you should listen to each
Is it
other.
a
Elections
heckling
are
match?
over.
Is this civility? I heard him. Yes. Yes. So my point is simple. I was hearing to the AAP sympathizer, and he said that there was a challenge thrown by the Aam Aadmi Party that, you know, the gates are open, Sanjay Singh wants to enter. The question is, Arvind Kejriwal in a sworn affidavit had said he doesn't need a bungalow, he doesn't need security, and he wants to be the Aam Aadmi. Why was the Sheesh Mahal built in the first place? Second, when he was the CM, did anybody stop him from opening the gates for the public or for the media or for the BJP or for the Congress? Nobody stopped him. But he did not open the gates. And I think now today, when the mandate is clear, the mandate is people, whether it's the women, whether it's the youth, whether it's every citizen of Delhi, they believe in the promises that Modi ji makes. And this is the change they have been yearning for. They got an opportunity and now they've casted their vote in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Now this was the Indies. Can I get Tanveer also? Just for variety. Tanveer, is this the Indies election to lose? If the Indi was together, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad. If the Indies together consolidate the vote share, BJP may not have won. I'm assuming exit polls are shooting in the right direction.
Arnab, actually speaking today, BJP is in power. It is a gift from a gentleman called Arvind Kejriwal. He used everybody. India Against Corruption was a tool which he used it. A person like me who was working in London just thought that, we are serving our country by being with that gentleman who had nothing but a good tongue. That's all he had. It is a good move Congress really played, because keeping Arvind Kejriwal out of politics is very important for the nation. We can't really have a person who is not in sane mind. Not in sane mind. By providing schools and by providing roads, he's not doing a favor. What is he talking about? Janta ka paisa janta ko dera. 1 second, sir. 1 second, sir. 1 second. 1 second. अरे मैं अमीर आदमी हूँ भाई, अमीर आदमी हूँ, टैक्स देता हूँ, मैं अमीर आदमी हूँ, टैक्स देता हूँ।
आदमी का दर्द समझ ही नहीं सकते।
Tanveer, 1 minute. He is wearing a Burberry jacket. It's a Burberry jacket.
आपने दिया मुझे खरीद के अभी।
मैंने नहीं दिया, but it's a Burberry jacket.
आपकी ले रखी है मैंने।
नहीं, मेरा नहीं। You're wearing a Burberry jacket.
मैं अर्नब इनको बताना चाहता हूँ।
He's wearing a Burberry jacket and saying all this.
Taxi driver with hard work and come here.
गरीब लोगों के लिए
one minute.
तो वो आपको बर्दाश्त नहीं है। अगर
अर्नब,
स्कूल अच्छे बनाए जा रहे
यही
हैं,
इनकी
तो
अराजकता है जो देश के सामने एक्सपोज होनी चाहिए। ये
तनवीर अरन बोल, ओनली तनवीर अरन।
पॉलिटिक्स से बाहर रखना चाहिए।
यही कारण है कि आप
अर्नब,
की राजनीति से
ये अराजक लोग हैं, इनको देश की पॉलिटिक्स से बाहर रखना देश के लिए जरूरी है। I would tell you, if BJP is coming to power in Delhi, so be it. But they are very dangerous people to the
Arnab, can you
nation.
please confirm?
Okay, Gaurav, only Gaurav and Anu. Gaurav is saying something. Gaurav is saying you have to listen to others. This is also the problem with you. Don't listen.
To keep quiet, please.
आप फिर बोल रहे
You're lacking humility.
did I
Can I ask
You are
you a
lacking
question?
modesty, humility.
I just want to confirm this fact.
You have to listen to
My
it.
No, but
friends
should
allow-
You are interrupting others.
did you give me time to
I have given you
There is a
time
question
right at the
for you.
start and right now.
Constantly
There's a
Listen to
question
the
for
others.
you, my friend.
Listen to the people. Listen to others. Yes.
should I only listen or should I get a time to
Should I
respond
open the lines?
uninterrupted?
Why do you not like it when I
No,
open the lines?
No, आप मुझे बोलने का मौका
You don't like it when I open the
नहीं
lines.
आप यहाँ बैठ के तो मुझे बोलने का मौका
But you don't
देते
like
नहीं।
it when I open the
किसने
lines.
कहा?
अरे
आप
तब से
डरते
आप
हैं
ही
उनसे
बोल
तो
रहे हो
भाजपा
साहब।
वाले डरते
You
हैं।
don't like it when I
आपके
open the lines.
चलो ठीक है आप भाजपा वालों से एक सवाल पूछ के बता दो मैं आपको चैलेंज
I will open the lines.
22 राज्यों में किसी एक राज्य में इन्होंने स्कूल अस्पताल बिजली पानी दिया नहीं दिया पूछ के बताओ चलो लाइंस फिर ओपन करना आप इनसे पूछ के बताओ किस राज्य में दिया आपको चैलेंज कर रहा हूं मैं।
Viewers,
इन सबसे पूछ के बता दो जो भाजपा के हैं।
Mamta,
भाजपा के सबसे
Mamta, 1 minute. You see,
Come and rank anything and everything.
सबसे आप पूछ के
I'll
बताओ।
tell you. Today is a shocking point.
नहीं बताइए आप क्यों
The
deflect
Aam
कर रहे
Aadmi
हैं?
Party has
आप बताइए,
claimed on the channel that only in Delhi there are schools.
Yeah.
Only in Delhi there are hospitals.
I am saying 24 घंटे मुफ्त बिजली
Nowhere
कौन
else.
सा राज्य देता है
According to
बताओ
Aam
ना।
Aadmi Party, there are schools and hospitals only in Delhi. Well done. Well done for you, sir. Well done. We all clap for you, sir. हम आपके लिए बजा रहा हूँ आपके लिए I am बजाविंग for you.
किसी का बिजली का बिल नहीं आता and not only
आप इनसे पूछ के बताओ कि किसी एक राज्य
Now
में
tell me one thing. Let's go 1 minute. Be quiet. I go to Gaurav. I go to 1 minute. Mamta, 1 minute. Gaurav is on. Gaurav, let's go back to the India Alliance.
क्यों उन्हें जवाब नहीं देने
It's a bad habit. Let's go back to the India Alliance. It is very good to speak loudly, but viewers, now I'm opening the lines.
बिजली पानी से देश चलेगा स्कूल अस्पताल बिजली पानी से देश चलेगा सर
इन्होंने मेरे अनुज जैन मेरे भाई he said something I want to respond to him. I will answer.
भाटिया जी
But before I answer, I only have one question to ask.
भाटिया
I will
जी
answer.
एक सवाल है मेरा
I
छोटा
just want to
सा
ask you.
एक सवाल है
I want to ask you.
for you भाटिया जी
मैं उत्तर दे रहा हूँ पहले वाले का तो ले लीजिए पहले वाले का ले लीजिए
हाँ जी बताइए
सुनिए
एक राज्य बता दीजिए
I think you asked a very valid question.
जी बताइए
मैं उसी का उत्तर दे रहा हूँ मैं एक बार में सुन लेता हूँ There is nothing wrong with my hearing. I heard you. Listen to me now. After I'm done answering you, you can let us know whether you are wearing a Burberry jacket and still call yourself an Aam Aadmi or not. But you know, I don't want to get into it. You can reply later.
ये तो अर्नब जी कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ये कल को मुझे लुई वुइटन का
Can I complete myself? Okay, fine.
सकते हैं
I trust you.
ये कुछ भी कह सकते हैं
I trust you, my brother.
ये कह सकते हैं कि मैं
I trust you, my brother.
कोई आप इनकी
I
बात
trust
मान
you.
लेना अगर आप मानेंगे तो
अब चलिए हो गए भाई Don't
Looks
try
like-
to
looks like
grab
Burberry.
footage. Let me respond. Can I respond?
Yeah.
You asked me a question. Let me respond.
Even Rahul
You
Gandhi
asked me
wears
a
Burberry.
question
There's nothing to be ashamed
कि
about. Rahul
BJP
Gandhi
ने
also
कहा
wears
आपने
Burberry.
स्कूल बनाए हैं बिजली फ्री दी है अर्नब I want to say this हमने बिजली नहीं फ्री दी हमने स्कूल नहीं बनाए लेकिन मोदी जी तीसरी बार लगातार आ जाते हैं गुजरात में 7 बार हम आ जाते हैं उत्तर प्रदेश में रिपीट हो जाते हैं उत्तराखंड में रिपीट हो जाते हैं मध्य प्रदेश में 20 साल से हम हैं लेकिन हमने कुछ किया नहीं और अरविंद केजरीवाल जो टाइटैनिक जहाज की तरह डूबने जा रहे हैं उन्होंने किया है प्लीज दिस इज नॉट द वे यू आर इंटरप्टिंग मी माय फ्रेंड यू आस्क मी a question I think you know patience is a virtue that neither Arvind Kejriwal has nor you have.
Listen, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Debate
Don't do this.
civility. You asked me a question. I am responding. Why do you want to heckle me? Are you afraid that my answers are so solid that you would be decimated?
Listen.
You must listen to me. Now, Arnab, on the India Alliance, I have a larger point. See, the disruptor Arvind Kejriwal is gone. Congress will get 0 seats. Congress thought it is the fulcrum of the India alliance. Congress will also be gone. It would have a huge impact in Bihar because RJD also lacks credibility, and with Congress being decimated, we all know what would happen in Bihar.
Let him finish.
Now this is the end of the India alliance, and there is a strong message that be a party with a difference like the Bharatiya Janata Party. People like double engine Sarkar because there is better coordination, better implementation, and Modi ji is there to ensure that the vision he has for the entire country is implemented on ground.
सवाल था स्कूल अस्पताल कितने बनाए, जवाब आया इंडिया
We are discussing the national impact. Anmol, I appreciate the fact that you speak loudly, but I need to tell you this, that one of the most important things in a debate is to also listen to others. Nikhil, my question to you. Nikhil, my question to you here today. If the Congress is wiped out like this, you see, it won't have any play. Kejriwal has called Rahul Gandhi dishonest and has asked for the removal of the Congress from the India alliance and removal of leadership. Right? Samajwadi Party has campaigned for AAP. Samajwadi Party has not campaigned for Congress. Trinamool Congress has campaigned for the AAP. My view is it's the end of the India alliance, and hence, therefore, starting today, viewers, this term India alliance has been dumped by Republic. Now, what happens to you? What happens
so, Arnab,
to you?
Let me answer on that. First of all,
what
we don't have the
to
results yet. We are only going by exit polls. 8 out of those 10 polls do not even have a website, so I'm not going to draw whatever conclusions I may make from those polls. Secondly, whoever you talk to and the ground reportage that you see and the campaigns that the Congress candidates have fought, pretty much everybody is saying that at the very least, Congress is looking at doubling its vote share. It may not get a lot of seats.
4 to 8%.
Yeah.
Is Prithviraj Chauhan saying that?
Mr. Bhatia, did I interject when you were speaking?
Prithviraj Chauhan.
No, you expected a courtesy out of Anmol.
No, I am not
I did not interject you. Why do you feel the need to interject? Now, are you afraid that the points that I'm going to make are going to make so much sense that you wouldn't have anything to say? Let me.
You are blaming the
EVMs.
Are you holding the EVMs responsible?
I am not. No, absolutely not.
Okay, good.
You
will keep that stance on it.
I am simply saying that whoever you talk to, the ground reportage that you see, the campaigns that you see, Congress is looking at least doubling its vote share. The Congress did put up a very strong fight in a number of seats. I have the list if you want me to name them, and some people are going to say it's only the
How
6.
Many seats are you expecting?
Mr. Bhatia,
how many
did
seats are you
I
expecting?
interfere? Did I interject? Why are you so rattled? Why are you so rattled?
How many
Please
seats
go
are
and
you
celebrate
expecting?
your
Is that a
Everyone
fair
polls.
question to ask?
Why are you so rattled?
No, what does that come to in terms of seats?
My estimate would be between 2 to 5.
2 to 5.
Okay, but it's not about that. You asked me a pertinent question, and I'm going to answer on that. That what is the future of the India alliance moving forward after this election, assuming if the AP loses, right?
2 to 5
Now,
seats.
my answer to that.
Arnab, did you hear that? 2 to 5
seats. Arnab, why do you not stop it? Why do you?
I think you should stop trying to fight elections, because you must stop trying, because you could not manage to win even one seat in 10 years. In 10 years, you can't win one seat. Your vote share, you are on a national channel saying, look at the language. The language is, Sandeep, we will be proud to get 8% vote share.
Did I say that?
We will be proud to get 8% vote share, which is lower than your lowest ever in 2015, which was 9.7%. Sandeep, I give up on the Congress party. Let's open the
lines. What I'm saying is that the Congress is in a stronger position in 25 compared to
Sandeep is on. Sandeep.
India alliance continued strong even
people reject you again and again and again and again and again. They repeatedly reject you. You keep saying Robert Vadra, Priyanka Vadra, this Vadra, that Vadra, Antonia Maino, the whole world. You probably win a municipal election in Italy, but not in Delhi.
Sometimes I actually wonder whether Priyanka Gandhi talks about Robert Vadra as much as you do. Nobody talks about Robert Vadra for the simple reason he's not in public life. He's a businessman. Let him do his business. Let's talk about no. Everybody wants to contest. It's not about
anyway, you've been saying.
What are you saying?
You've been saying it.
Mamta ji, Raman ji, let's talk about the issues that matter.
But
that
I just corrected
the
you.
BJP government has not done anything to control the air pollution in Delhi. The AAP government
He
has
has
not done
political
One minute. Okay, anyway, that's as much time as we give the Congress party. Sandeep.
Let's talk about these things.
Sandeep, national picture now. Sandeep, back to national picture, and lines will open now. Yes.
There was a cartoon when Congress got 0 seats in Delhi. Rahul Gandhi speaking to someone on the phone said that, we only got 3 seats less than the second largest party. though that's a matter that BJP had got 3 seats at that point in time. So Congress is looking at it as this way, our vote share has doubled, but you're talking about 4 seats, even at the best case scenario. And as a national party, we are claiming to be the leader of the opposition, etc. This is a very, very shameful.
But let's look at the other way around, Sandeep. Sandeep, let's consider another thing. Suppose the AAP wins. Then also it's an APDA for Congress, because if the AAP wins, it will be the inner situation. It will be the only party after the Congress to win 3 consecutive full terms in the Delhi elections.
And you see,
in that case, Kejriwal will, in that case, Kejriwal will challenge the Congress as the leader of whatever is left of the India alliance. So either which way, it's bad for Congress.
With how many
Just one. It is going to be then between Kejriwal, Mamata Banerjee or Akhilesh Yadav. They are the people. Congress is becoming irrelevant, and they need to, understand that. And whatever they say about, national, it's another matter. Even if Congress gets these 4 seats, they could be having celebrations in their back room day after tomorrow on the 8th, and you may see video clips of that. But that doesn't change the reality. So I think this is a non-starter. Congress, whatever votes
Others
you
on
get,
air, please, on the right.
I call it the Nota party, because whosoever is anti-AP but did not want to vote for BJP would have voted for Congress. That's the only way.
Now, there's another piece of analysis here that I want to put out, viewers. See, unlike Maharashtra, viewers, I'll take a minute here. Tanveer, unlike Maharashtra, BJP did extremely well in the Lok Sabha elections in Delhi, 7 out of 7. So the Delhi elections really are the best of both worlds, and a combination of Maharashtra and Haryana elections. If the BJP has learnt its lessons well, which as per the record it has, then it has a 7 to 10% swing in this election. It'll be an absolute game changer. Because remember, in 2020, there were 13 seats in Delhi which were decided by a margin of less than 5%. Right? So I've been saying this. 7 to 10% swing is an absolute game changer. BJP is back in the game. What do you learn from this? The only thing to learn, if you have to learn something, is that the BJP has worked very, very hard after the slight setback in the Lok Sabha election. It has worked extremely hard on the ground. We must acknowledge that. Tanveer, we must acknowledge on the ground. On the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just BJP. The biggest difference is, Arnab, in these elections, RSS has
come out strongly, yeah.
Like, they have come back, and what they had not, the kind of, some amount of disengagement which had happened, just like it had happened in Maharashtra, that has changed. Secondly, BJP has not left any stone unturned by getting their leaders from other states to appeal to the Purvanchaliya voters. They even got a Himanta Biswa Sharma to come and speak to the northeastern voters. So they have done all of it. Okay. But what has happened with Kejriwal is they have got normalized. Today, I don't, honestly give too much weight to all these big corruption.
It's not on any of my windows.
People will say all parties are corrupt.
It's not on my windows.
Today does not have a core constituency. In West Bengal, you can still say there are people who swear by Mamata Banerjee. In UP, there are people who swear by...
Okay, here's a question.
Here, the freebies is just 1 minute. They are become transactional. Okay, and this transactional thing, it'll come. Who is giving that? And so
let's get another guest who's just joined us. That's Pradeep Gupta of Access My India. Great pollster. Great pollster. But for some reason, Pradeep, you held back your poll. And you say you're releasing it tomorrow. What's the point? Why?
Thank you, Arnab, for having me here. And why we held back? Because today I do not have the clarity or number with me so that I can release them, because each of the demography in Delhi election at play, be it caste, be it gender, be it occupation, be it age group, or be it the samudaya, the community, the Purvanchalis, the South Indian, the Bengalis, etc., the Uttarakhandi, all at play, and they are playing differently in the sense their voting preferences seem to be different. And before getting to the final number, I would like to go on the ground tomorrow also, because Delhi being a city-centric, the metro city, there is too much noise and there is only single-phase election. I cannot go and release a figure until and unless we are so confident, and with that confidence will only come tomorrow when our people go and meet the people at their residence. Aram ke saath post-poll study, and that is when we will release our data. Access My India will release 6:30 p.m. onwards tomorrow. This is my word to you and your viewers.
So from what you're seeing so far, is this election different, voting pattern-wise?
Yes, this is, I mean, all demography at play, and they are, I mean, income group also, slum voting differently, colonies differently, and the cotis and those kind of big buildings are, voters are voting differently. So each and every demography at play. The important here is we have to do the number crunching. Which demography has what kind of representation in these 100 vote cast, and then we come out with the number. At this point of time, all I can say, in last 15 years, the way people of the country in about 90 assembly elections and 3 Lok Sabha election in last 15 years, only 5 occasions there have been a hung assembly. But this time also I can see clear trend that whoever party win with a decisive mandate. That much I can tell you.
Clean and decisive mandate. No hung election
Decisive.
situation out.
No. This
hung.
much I can.
And from what you're seeing on the ground, you think the BJP has learned from, the setbacks it has had in the past in Delhi?
Oh yes, definitely. Definitely yes. And there are many things, particularly, see, whoever say whatever they say, the election outcome is never depend what you say. It is always depend what you do when you are in as an incumbent government or you are in the challenging position. So for Aam Aadmi Party, there was 3-4 things which is positive for them, which is the Swasth Shiksha and bus rides for female, and Bijli and Pani ka bill 200 unit tak zero or something like that. But what is negative for them is this election, what we have seen or we are seeing is the garbage collection, though it is the responsibility of MCD, municipality, and quality of water and pollution. These are the 3 things. And over and above the image of Arvind Kejriwal, how he has positioned himself in past 2 and 3 elections is totally different than this election.
How?
And particularly on 2 occasions. One is that Seas Mahal kind of a thing. He has been riding in 800 Maruti or the Wagner, and now,
Mercedes.
And also the promises made during Punjab election about 1,000 rupees for the women. And the answer these Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson gave, very casual. They said, "Bhai, हमको तो 5 साल के लिए चुना है ना, अभी तो 3 साल हुए, कर देंगे." So this shows the कितने असंवेदनशील बयान दे रहे हैं. तो एक जो क्रेडिबिलिटी होती है लीडर की, जो बोलते हैं ना कि इलेक्शन जीतना लोगों के दिलों के जीतने की प्रक्रिया है और वो कभी फेक नहीं हो सकती है.
Very well said.
It has to be true, says whatever promises or claim you make. So these are the negatives.
We were talking to people in AAP and they said to us, we said all polls are in. They said, has Pradeep Gupta's poll come, Axis come? They said, no, Axis has not come. So they are claiming that. They are claiming. I'm frank with you, Pradeep. By the way, Anmol is here. He's getting very restless. Anmol, बोलने दीजिए, उनका सुन लीजिए. 1 minute, ये जितने दिन सालों आपकी पार्टी रही, उससे ज़्यादा ये लोग polling कर रहे हैं. मेरी बात सुन लीजिए. They are saying, AAP is saying that don't worry, Pradeep Gupta is going to make us win tomorrow. And that's why he has delayed the result. They are very confident that your poll is showing them ahead. 1 minute. They are very confident that your poll is showing them way ahead.
Can I reply?
Yes.
So they are right because in 13 we predicted 27 seats, they got 28. In 15 we predicted about 60 seats, they got 67. In 20 election we predicted 59 to 68 for
they got
Aam
62.
Party. Midbark was 63, they got 62. And Punjab, we predicted they are losing very badly in 2017 election and Congress is winning, which was right. And in 2022, bang on 91 we predicted, they got 92.
And what about your prediction in Lok Sabha? What about your prediction in Haryana, sir? Jammu and Kashmir? You got it wrong that time.
Now coming to that.
And as far as Asamvedanshilta is concerned, sir, we promised a lot of things and we have delivered on ground. बिजली, पानी, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य हमने लोगों को करके दिया है।
ये पोलस्टर है, ये नेता नहीं है, ये पोलस्टर है, नेता
हम बता रहे हैं, हम तो केवल बता रहे हैं। And all these exit polls are मनोरंजन polls actually.
अच्छा।
The actual result you will see on 8th of February.
आपको मनोरंजन हो रहा है, आप मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है।
आप करा रहे हैं,
आपको रोचक मनोरंजन और लगे, मेरे को क्या प्रॉब्लम?
आप देश का मनोरंजन करा रहे हैं, हमें इसमें क्या?
आपको मनोरंजन, आप भी भागीदार बन जाइए उसमें। प्रदीप गुप्ता कुछ बोल रहे हैं ना, वो आपके साथ, आपके खिलाफ थोड़ी लड़ रहे हैं।
आप ही का जवाब दे रहा हूँ सर, आप ही का जवाब दे रहा हूँ। As far as Exit India track record goes, till today we have predicted 69 election, including one recently concluded US election, and we predicted 63 elections spot on, and we were wrong in 6 occasions. There is not a single % doubt. As you are mentioning in Haryana is one of the case. You have, and your viewer has to decide whether what to believe and what not, which pollster and which numbers. That is your prerogative. You are welcome. I have reported positives and negatives of both Aam Aadmi Party. I was just about to begin about the BJP. What is positive for BJP? As Arnab asked what they have done. First and foremost important thing is the groundwork and door-to-door connection, which is very important, which BJP has done this time. And most importantly, they said they will continue all these Aam Aadmi state, Delhi state government welfare schemes and facilities if they come to the power, and also 2,500 rupees. They counter with the date that March 8, which is the Women's Day, by then money will be delivered to women's account, and over and above the free gas cylinder. These are the two things which touch across the demography from top to bottom, which so as done by the state government of Aam Aadmi Party, but that is in the previous 5 years. Last 5 years, there is hardly anything to compare.
If I'm a psychoanalyst in my spare time, and I see that, I feel Pradeep ji, that you, and Gaurav is also with us, you will predict a big BJP win tomorrow.
I have no answer for that.
I'm just reading your body language, words, everything. No, 1 minute. See, I'll tell you one thing. He has said, what has he said? No, 1 minute. What has he said? 1 minute. What has he said? He said it is not, Gaurav, please hear. Watch the words he's using very carefully, because Pradeep Gupta is trying very hard not to reveal anything today. But it's good of him to come.
You are trying very hard to make BJP win.
I am not trying to. I am just saying that he said it is one-way election. He said it is not a hung
Aam Aadmi Party.
Secondly, he has pointed out more positives, and he has spoken about the ground-level contact of the Sangh along with the BJP this time, and the fact that they have improved on the freebie offers of the... I feel that way. I'll put Pradeep in the middle. Gaurav is also the... Gaurav, Pradeep Gupta is holding back his poll. He says he has to come on the ground, go to Chittaranjan Park, go to Southex, go to Jangpura, go to Patparganj, see for himself.
Last time Amit Shah ji was
many people will be waiting for his poll tomorrow, I guess. You will, Gaurav, won't you?
Last time...
No, you will, Gaurav, won't you? I'll come to you. You will. I will. Gaurav.
Yes. Can I speak?
Yeah, please.
I hope I am the only Gaurav in the panel.
Yes, right now. Yes.
So Pradeep ji is a very respected psephologist. And I think he wants to hold on to the exit poll that he'll be coming up with. I respect that. But I have a gut feeling, my sixth sense. I have not spoken to Pradeep ji.
Yeah.
But that he'll also predict a big BJP victory. And Arnab, the difference, he made a very pertinent point which I also want to highlight. We raised the issue of corruption. But when Arvind Kejriwal started deflecting from the main issues, he did not present his report card, he had broken promises. We made a statement which inspired people. The statement was the existing welfare policies will continue. And we added to that. And whether it is the women, whether it is the other youth, everybody believes in the guarantee of Modi ji. And if I can summarize in one line, for Narendra Modi ji, वादा किया है तो निभाना पड़ेगा, और अरविंद केजरीवाल के लिए वादा किया है और खाना पड़ेगा. खाना मतलब जनता का रुपया.
झूठ बोल के 5वीं बार वापस आपको अपने घर जाना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि 4 बार तो...
I want to ask Pradeep one question on Congress.
Arnab,
I want to
can I
ask
respond
Pradeep
now?
one question
Can I
on
respond?
Congress.
Can I-
ये
शीश महल
debate नहीं
जाना
है, ये
पड़ेगा।
पूरी analysis हो रही है. One minute, just wait a minute. Let me, I hardly get a chance. Pradeep is there. बोलने दीजिए. 1 minute. In my next life, I will take you as a co-anchor.
Yes, so
But now
disturbed
listen to me.
tonight.
Pradeep ji, listen. What happens? What is your analysis of Congress party? And even if without disclosing the numbers, the distribution of Muslim and Dalit votes, because there are 19 constituencies which are SC and Muslim constituencies, Muslim-dominated constituencies in Delhi. In that context, your analysis of what the Congress party has done or not done?
So Congress vote share definitely is going to increase from 4% last time to this time plus 4%, number one. Number two, minorities and Dalits. As far as minorities vote, whatever I am seeing the trends as till now, minority votes are consolidated largely, barring few seats, 4-5 seats, not more than that, in favor of Aam Aadmi Party at this point of time. But Dalit votes,
Same thing.
because Dalits is not consolidating as the minorities are, which is minority generally by and large as a one group.
So
But
Dalits
the
are
Dalit
50-50
are
also going to
Valmiki.
BJP.
No, I'm coming to that. There are Balmikis, there are Jatovs, and there are non-Jatovs. These are the three broad groups which constitute about 17% of Dalit population in Delhi. So Dalit votes is splitting away and going some to BJP and some to Congress party. At this point of time, I can see this trend. But as far as Congress outcome in number of seats, I doubt. But at this point of time, Badli is the seat where Congress is in good position. I am not saying winning or losing. I am saying better than 69 other seats.
Okay, that's interesting, because when I listen to you, this also is a trend overall for the BJP. Viewers, caste census, nothing, Tanveer, nothing is working for the Congress. That means somewhere on the ground, the Congress has lost the pulse.
But nothing is working.
What
for
is
the
vote
Congress.
share
What
is doubling?
analysis is
Vote share
this?
is 4%.
Arnab, what analysis is this?
Yeah, sure, from 0.1 to 0.2%.
Whatever it is at, it is doubling. Whatever
Will
it is at, it is doubling.
Mamta now, Tanveer, will Mamta accept Rahul as her leader? Will Akhilesh accept Rahul as the leader? Will
Rahul
Tejasvi,
Gandhi
will
is the leader
Stalin,
of
will
opposition with
Pinarayi
99
Vijayan,
Lok Sabha
will
MPs.
Arvind Kejriwal, will Sharad Pawar,
Congress
will
has
Omar
99
Abdullah,
Lok
will
Sabha
Hemant
MPs,
Soren
Arnab.
accept Rahul Gandhi as a leader?
99.
You ought to be out of your mind, man. I mean, the guy is a complete failure.
Arnab,
You got to be realistic about it.
Arnab, you
one
calling it...
Tanveer is on the way. Tanveer.
Mamta will definitely accept. 1 second, sir. Whether Mamta accepts Rahul Gandhi, Mamta is a very matured lady. She will. The nation has accepted Rahul Gandhi as a leader, because the nation is really seeing what is the vision of Rahul Gandhi is. He wants to really unite the nation. He wants to build the nation on the basis of
doesn't believe in the
strength
nation.
of
He
the
says
youth,
India is not
on the
a
basis
nation.
of
He says India is
developing
not a
the
nation.
minority community and
He's on
people who are
record denying that
marginalized
India is
and
a
left
nation.
behind.
Sandeep,
That is the vision of Rahul Gandhi.
Sandeep and Tanveer quickly on Windows.
Rahul Gandhi's vision
louder.
is India's vision.
Tanveer down.
I'm sure
Sandeep
India is
louder.
going to hold the hand.
We are talking about real politics. What is going to be the thing? Congress as an electoral ally is now a liability for any regional party. And when people are actually also struggling for relevance and survival in their own states, because, Arnab, even assembly elections are relevant, because without that, people can't
Last
nominate
question
people
to
Rajya
Pradeep.
to Rajya Sabha. So, a last point I'll make, as far as Delhi is concerned, Pradeep ji will say right or wrong, the South Delhi people, the so-called middle class, upper middle class, I think they're a very selfish lot. Those who said once that we are one united family, they ultimately look at their own interests, and today they're not, they're put off by that bickering, which was happening rightly or wrongly.
Okay, now my question to Pradeep. Pradeep ji, my last question, voter turnout is sub 60%.
Yeah.
Substantially down, about 5% down, I think. What does that indicate? Who's that good for or bad for?
No, Arnab, this figure of 57.7%
It's 5 p.m.
is 5 p.m. And generally, every hour, take the average, it is 6% to 7%, depend on morning, afternoon, or evening, and depend on the nature of the state also. So 6% is definitely going to increase, not a single percent doubt onto that.
Should be
if it
same
is
as
6%
last time.
back, then it will exceed last time 62.8%. It will be around 63% if 6%.
Higher vote share should be good for AAP, but only this time around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, BJP was very happy because they got their major chunk of voters out. So I think the contributory factor to 2% up is more from the BJP. That also I think goes pro-BJP. Every indicator is pro-BJP, but if tomorrow Pradeep Gupta says at 6:30 it's pro-BJP, then it'll be even Stevens. Why don't you join us right after your poll is out? We are sending our request out. Pradeep Gupta, thank you very much for joining us. For everyone as well, thank you very much. Adios till tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
A quick breather.